Alrighty, how is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. This is a bit of a bonus video that we put together. I was actually waiting, I took the girls down to a concert down in the cities. So, wifey and I were trying to figure out things to do, and she stayed home, but I went to Top Golf and had quite a bit of fun there. But that gets expensive fast. And I don't know, just kind of got sick of it. My arm started getting sore, and your concert took way longer than anticipated. So anyways, I went and sat in a parking lot and decided I'll take a nap. Then I couldn't sleep. And I figured, well, wifey said to come on here, maybe I should come on here and see what happens. So this is a video that the first time ever doing it on the cell phone. I did screen record, and then I didn't use my mic or anything while I was doing it. So you'll just have to wait and see. But the reason this is kind of a bonus and even worth putting up is because this is our biggest win ever on Chumba. It was insane. At the very end, you'll see where I'm kind of panicking to take screenshots, because then I called wifey and showed her everything. But anyways, I'll just try to keep you guys entertained here for the next 20 or so minutes while we work our way through kind of what went on. So yeah, I started on JP Bacon because back when I did this, it was pretty hot. It was kind of doing pretty good for us. Now it seems to have kind of cooled off a little bit, which is okay, at the end of the world. But so yeah, this one you can get the gold link feature or free spins, and in free spins you can get the gold link also. But the gold link, basically you unlock levels, and I can't remember if we got into that bonus or not, and I didn't really know. I wasn't really set on a certain amount that I was gonna go down to. I wasn't gonna go down to nothing, but man, what happened at the very end was just absolutely crazy. You're gonna really want to stick around and watch it. But we jumped around between games. I kind of felt it out, just to kind of see, okay, what's working, what's not working, stuff like that. So, okay, so we went to Shark Frenzy. Obviously, I like to feed the shark. He was pretty good to us. Not great, but not horrible. But here, if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, I forgot to hit the little speaker right there, and I didn't know you had to. Again, this is the first time ever playing on the cell phone. There were some different things, so I actually had to cut out some stuff. Most of these games, you actually have to flip your phone horizontal and then back vertical in order to get the bottom menu options and everything on the bottom of the screen to show up. Otherwise, they're kind of covered a little bit. And then wifey did say that she had wished I would have filmed this horizontally, but as I was editing this, I don't know for sure. Maybe in the future I'll find out. I don't know if that would have made a big difference, because I feel like if I would have done it horizontally, adjusted it here in DaVinci, and then expanded it out, I feel like it would have just got really blurry, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know. So yeah, the shark was doing pretty good. We were getting some pretty good line hits. He was showing up pretty often. It was pretty cool, I was really surprised at a lot of the line hits. And I can't remember. I don't think we got into the treasure chest bonus. That's definitely my favorite, but I don't think that we got into that on this round. But yeah, yeah, I just kind of played a little bit of everything, you know. I bounced around. I got really screwed on Viva Frost Vegas. I realized that as I was watching this all back through, editing it. It's kind of a joke, but that's okay. I guess while we're waiting to get to the good part, we've started going live a little bit more. Still trying to figure out the setup a little bit. The problem is when I go to schedule it on my cell phone, like if I'm gonna do mobile and do scratching out on the counter or something, it won't let me choose if I want to go vertical or horizontal there, because when you put your phone flat, well, now it's on one plane, everything's horizontal at that point. So if I schedule something, then I gotta almost cancel it, back out, redo everything, and then go back into it, which is a pain. So trying to figure out a better way of doing that. We're also looking at picking up a laptop and trying to just, you know, get the setup a certain way so that everyone can kind of see us and see what we're doing. I feel like it'd be just a little bit better for lives. But yeah, anyways, we've been doing those a little bit more. And it's been a lot of fun, been getting a little bit of a following, so thank you for all of that. Yeah, so, I don't know. Seems like things are going well. We're starting to get this whole YouTube thing kind of figured out, I think, a little bit at least. Alright, so I play Shark Frenzy for a little while longer here. I remember I kind of noticed that it did kind of start slowing down on us a little bit, which was okay, but yeah, I don't know. Some of the games have been a little hard to read lately, to be honest. It's been kind of odd. So. It's starting to get cold up here in Minnesota. It's getting to late October, and I don't know, I've heard rumors of snow, but hopefully we don't get anything anytime soon. We've got some stuff outside that needs to get addressed yet. Nice to have a little more time, I guess. I think here's where I started kind of feeling like it was slowing down a little bit, so shortly. Yeah, I don't know, it was just really weird. I was just, you know, sitting in my car, kind of felt silly, but didn't really know what else to do. I mean, yeah, just hopped on, and man, glad I did. You know what's really crazy though is it's all about timing, you know. It's all about timing. And if I wouldn't have hit certain stoplights a certain way, or, you know, clicked certain games at certain times, none of this would have happened. So just keep that in mind. We actually just did a big live last night. That would have been Wednesday the 23rd. While I'm voice recording this is on Thursday the 24th. Did really, really good. We did a book of the Magnificent Sevens, and we'll be putting that video out in a couple of weeks, I think, November 10th on Sunday. Kind of talked it over with wifey, and I think what we're gonna do is when we film a live, we're just gonna do kind of a little bit of a bonus release. We'll just kind of re-release it on the channel at a different time. just on a random day, you know, just to make sure everybody gets a chance to go out and see it. So yeah, here's where I go to Viva Frost Vegas for a little bit, and it really ticked me off. I'll show you why here in a little bit.
Welcome to the
One thing that we've noticed, that penguin dude there in the middle, you want to get him. You want to get him big time. I think I was doing some spinning just here on the PC, and oh, I had some really good line hits with him leading the way. So. All right, so yeah, it's right here. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point because we got into the bonus pretty quick. You know what I mean?
No business like
And
no business.
so I'm feeling pretty good, and here we go. Right off the rip. And boom. Didn't even give me a shot. So at this point, I'm kind of like, you sucker. What the heck, you know? But that's all right. I mean, like I said, you know, they can't all be big winners, so it worked out okay, though. I think our bonus was halfway decent, you know? Especially for getting it right away.
Oh!
One thing I've noticed, though, and Fixing to Spin, he said the same thing, is that there's some games that if you hit the bonus, you might as well just leave because the likelihood of getting into a bonus right away again, it's probably not happening. So, I don't know. I found that kind of interesting myself because I've experienced that too. So it's fun. It's fun to kind of hear that others that have been doing this a lot longer than you have, that they are experiencing some of the same things. So yeah, I kept playing for a little bit here, but then I was like, you know what? We better find somewhere else to spend some time. So, and I did on a few games. I played the timing game, tried to, you know, I'd wait before I hit. And then another thing that I did realize is it's kind of like when you're on the computer. So if I'm on PC, I can either use the mouse or the spacebar with some games. Well, it's the same on your phone. You can either hit the spin button or just tap on the screen in the play area. And honestly, I was so uncomfortable and I was moving around and all kinds of stuff. So I just kind of decided, no, I'm just going to hit my screen. I started doing that for a while. So this was, I think this was right before that major shot all the way up to like 59 grand. And somebody hit it. We kept trying to get in there and do something with it, but we couldn't. It'd be so awesome to hit. Well, I'm gonna sound really silly for saying this. You know, obviously this video, once you get to the end and see it, it's huge, it's awesome. But it'd be so awesome to hit a big progressive like that myself. Love that. But I feel like with as much as we do this, it's inevitable. I say the same thing about the scratch offs, that we're doing so many of them. And if you missed it, yesterday, our biggest win ever came up. We had a claimer. That one went up on the channel yesterday. So that was from the $5 money stacks. So make sure you swivel around and go and check that out. We botched it. We lost the video of scratching the ticket, but you got a video of our reaction. I think that's worth something. So right here is kind of where I make a decision that I wouldn't normally make. I'm kind of him-hawing between Stampede Fury 2 and Black Tides. Well, I would never pick Black Tides over Stampede Fury 2. I think the only reason I did it was because the major was so high. But I hate this game. I just don't like it, you know? It's just not, it's not good. So, yeah. Just kind of, I don't know. Just decided to throw a little bit into it. The other thought I had while doing this whole thing was, I wonder what the difference between mobile and PC is, because obviously I'm connected to a very good internet source here, where I at the time had 5G plus because I was in the Twin Cities. But if you're relying on mobile data, like how does that change timing and latencies and all that kind of stuff? That's stuff that I think about. And then like how bad would it have been? I remember there was a time, I can't remember if it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year. There was a time where, so I live in northern Minnesota and I was heading to St. Cloud for work, and I didn't have cell signal at all the entire way because they lost their towers for AT&T. Now what happens when something like that happens? We actually had a weird situation. I don't remember. I think I was on Chumba and our power went out. Yeah, it did. This happened probably a few weeks ago. It was so windy. It wasn't storming. Okay, it wasn't rain and lightning and thunder. It was windy. And for some reason, something happened. Power went out. And I was in the middle of a bonus on Shark Frenzy. And I panicked because I didn't know what was going to happen. I actually got on my phone, went and stood at a window because we have to have Wi-Fi here for our cell phones. But if you hold it just right, you can get a cell signal usually. I held it at the window at the perfect spot, got back in and finished off the bonus just to be safe. I didn't know what to do. It's just a weird thing to have to deal with. But anyways, so here I believe is where we get into, we're getting into the main meat of the video here. So make sure you sit here and watch this through, because this is just absolutely crazy. So I get her dialed in, and at this point I'm just kind of thinking, well, I don't know what the heck to do, hopefully I can do well. I never play Roaring Strike, but for some reason, I don't remember why, but I decided to give it a shot. So now I was aware of this feature, which is the free spins, and I was aware of the expanding reels. What I was not aware of is of this claw feature that comes up right here. And so right here, I'm thinking, okay, well, what could this possibly be? Well, here it's a whole mess of elephants, right? So this is a pretty good win. This kind of started the momentum a little bit, right? Pretty good line hit. I've never had anything go all the way across. And so I'm feeling pretty good. At this time, I realized, okay, it's dropping a lot of the free game symbols. So I feel like it really wants to put us into that bonus. But I'm also fighting with myself. I don't want to take it below a certain amount. And I don't remember what amount that was in my head. That, maybe it was 300 or something like that. Some round number like that. But I don't know. I just wasn't really too keen on doing that. So I don't think it comes here. Nope. So the next time that I think we get two like that, I think that's when we get into the free spins. But see, this is definitely one where I'm kind of taking my time, hitting the spin button, because I want to get into it really bad, All right, here it is. I'm gonna be quiet and let you enjoy this, because this is great. Real fun to watch. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So right before that spin, I'm like, okay, it's pretty decent, but I'll quit after this, you know what I mean? But then I see this number going up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this ain't stopping anytime soon. Right here, about 450, I got my phone ready to take a screenshot because there's no way wifey was gonna believe me of what happened. So here when it gets done, I take a quick screenshot and you'll see that. And then I get a screenshot of the very end page. So yeah, anyways, this is our biggest win. And I'm really happy we were able to share it with you. We did it on the cell phone, which we don't usually do. So make sure you subscribe and like the video. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.